Let's dive right in. The rise of AI, well, it's completely changing the rules for getting noticed online. So if you're a business, a creator, anyone with a website, you really need to understand that how you organize your digital presence is now, honestly, more important than ever.
It's a question that keeps so many of us up at night, right? You're putting in all the work, you're creating what you feel is really great content, but you're just not seeing the results you want. So what is the real reason most websites just don't connect?
And here it is. This is the one idea that changes, well, everything. It goes against what most of us have always believed. See, we get so focused on the quality of our individual articles, our blog posts, that we totally miss the bigger picture. The problem isn't the bricks, it's the blueprint.
So here's our game plan for this explainer. We're going to start by unpacking this huge shift in AI search. Then we'll get into the hidden problem that's holding most websites back. From there, we'll lay out a really powerful solution with a clear, step-by-step blueprint, look at the real-world impact on business, and then we'll wrap up with a big question for you to think about for your own strategy.
Okay, first up, the AI search shift. And I gotta tell you, this isn't just some small tweak or a minor update. It's a total overhaul in how search engines like Google and even AIs like ChatGPT actually make sense of information. The old days of just stuffing keywords onto a page, yeah, those are long gone.
This lays it out perfectly. The old way, over there on the left, was pretty straightforward. You had separate pages, each focused on a keyword, and Google ranked them one by one. But the new AI-powered way, it's a whole different ballgame. It's all about how your topics are connected, the relationships between your pages, which gives search engines a deep site-wide understanding of what you're an expert.
So what does this actually mean? It means AI isn't just reading one page at a time anymore. No, it's looking at your entire website like it's a single cohesive entity, a whole body of work. It's asking, how does this article relate to that one? Which page is the most important one on this topic? In this new world, context is king.
Which, of course, brings us to the hidden problem that is seriously plaguing most websites. We're talking about the high and often totally invisible cost of being disorganized. And you might not even know it's happening.
Here's a good way to think about it. Imagine your website is a library. Now, in a perfectly organized library, an AI can walk in and instantly find the most definitive book on any topic. But what if the books are just scattered all over the floor? Finding anything is basically impossible. Well, that chaos, that's how AI sees most websites today. And that chaos has some pretty serious consequences. First off, your best pages actually start competing against each other, which just confuses the AI about which one to show. This totally dilutes your authority. And then what happens? Your content starts disappearing from those new AI-powered search results. And at the end of the day, both your human visitors and the AI systems just get lost.
But, okay, it's not all doom and gloom. There is a solution. So let's talk about how to build an AI-readable ecosystem for your content. It's all about moving from that chaos to crystal clear clarity.
The solution has a name, an AI SEO content structure. It sounds technical, but it's really just a logical framework, that blueprint for your digital library. It's designed to literally spell out for search engines what your business is all about, which pages are your most important cornerstone pieces, and exactly how all your different topics link together.
You know, this really is a massive shift in how we need to think. The goal isn't just to pump out more and more pages. The goal now is to organize all those pages into a coherent, structured body of knowledge that proves your expertise, clearly and with authority.
Okay, you're probably thinking, how do I actually do this? Well, this isn't some vague idea. There's a practical, strategic process we can follow. Let's walk through the blueprint.
This four-step approach makes it all feel way more manageable. You start with the basics, your business goals. Then you map your pages to what your users are actually looking for, creating a really clear hierarchy. Step 3 is all about grouping related pages into logical topic clusters. And finally, you create clear rules for how to link everything together and where to focus your energy from now on.
And listen, this kind of strategic work isn't just for fun. It's not an academic exercise. It leads directly to real, measurable business results. So let's look at why all this structure actually works.
As soon as your site is structured, you immediately cut down on that internal page competition, so your best content can finally shine. You start sending way stronger, clearer signals to AI systems, which establishes your authority. This also helps search engines crawl and index your site more efficiently. And what's the bottom line? Your content becomes perfectly aligned with your business goals, which sets you up for scalable, long-term growth.
Now, this is maybe the most crucial thing to remember. Structure isn't something you tack on at the end. It's the foundation. By fixing the organization before you create a bunch of new content, you're making sure that every new piece you add actually makes your website stronger, instead of accidentally making it even more chaotic.
So, as we start to wrap this up, I really want to turn the focus back to you and to your own digital presence with just one last thought.
I want you to ask yourself this question, honestly. Right now, is your website just a random collection of pages that you've added over time without a real plan? Or is it a thoughtfully organized, structured body of knowledge that clearly communicates your expertise to both people and AI? The answer to that question could very well define your success in this whole new era of search.